guys to everyone. It's Ada from Poison Rock, and I have finally the pleasure to have with me Cleo Tiger. First of all, I was going, Cleo. I was.
It's going good, thank you. Thank you for having me.
It's really a pleasure because artist, healer, and like you, it's really like I think essence to the music. It gives more power, and that's what we need when we need
Yeah.
to heal. Really, literally to heal, and especially in these times. And also, we are doing the interview in St. Valentine's Day. Literally, we're doing interview on St.
Nice.
Yeah. So of course I would like to start, of course, as a first question, like of course you have a musical journey, but also you have an artistic journey and a spiritual journey. How all began,
Yeah.
and how you were able and are able to intertwine these words.
Mm. Yeah, it's been an interesting journey for me because the
Yeah,
musical journey for me started
yeah.
30. I was not musical at all before that. So for me, I was like a super artistic, creative child.
Okay.
I always like painted. For me, storytelling was very important. Like that was a really big part of my life. And in general, just stories and folk.
Yeah, for
That was what really
goodness.
just inspired me
Yeah.
and excited me. And I think even more than reality back then as a child and as a teenager. And yeah, that's how it started. And then I didn't do anything creative until I turned 18. Then I became a tattoo artist,
Oh, really?
something completely else.
Also, I love that.
And
I love that.
yeah,
You can imagine, I guess. I mean,
yeah, I love your
thanks,
tattoos,
and
by
I
the
love
way.
yours.
Really pretty.
I love yours too.
Yeah, tattoo artist for a while. And then I was a little bit lost, honestly, in my life. I was like, I don't know what to do. And then in 2000, I think it was 2018, a very big, which now in hindsight to me more so felt like a spiritual awakening.
Okay, okay,
So it was really good. It was not good during that time, but it
yeah,
was really bad. Like it took me almost half a year until I kinda was able to live my life again.
yeah. This,
And after that, it really took a while, yeah.
yeah.
And after I moved to Seoul, South Korea,
Okay, okay. You did a quite journey.
that's actually, yeah,
Like,
that's actually where I started writing music.
really?
It was, yeah,
So it was kind of a place,
it really was,
yeah, that gives you kind of the inspiration to.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And it felt kind of like I was just like trusting my gut instinct and my instincts. I was like, okay, something wants me to go to South Korea. I don't know what, but I will just follow. I will just surrender. I will just trust. And
Okay,
then I moved there, and that's actually where I started writing music.
okay.
So,
So that's
yeah,
where you and of course, I mean,
not like a typical journey.
exactly, but but that's the beauty because you can also could have had that inspiration from the place you were living at the moment. So like the energy of that place. There, of course,
Mhm.
moving, from country to country, there are different energies. Also, like like mountains and beaches,
Yeah,
or different
yeah,
types of energies. And I love talking about these things that people don't understand if unless they are not in this field, like you and me. Yes, but that's the beauty to try to push
yeah,
people, not push people, to invite people to connect more with the nature, with the surroundings.
yeah,
And of course, since it's spirituality, and that's also it's a, the, what I think that one of the first things that captured me from your music because for me, when there is spirituality really strong and energy connected with music, it has the capability of changing even your mind and healing. So that's why I want to ask you, like, how you express your spirituality, and also how the connection with nature, because you have really deep, I can see you're really grounded. There is a beautiful grounding
Yeah,
in your video and your music.
yeah, yeah. First of all, thank you. And yeah, I think what I do to ground myself is like just, of course, like being in nature a lot.
Yeah,
That's really important to me. I mean, it's not that easy anymore, easy
unfortunately.
for everyone because we kind of live in big cities now, and there's not maybe
Yeah.
not nature but close by, and also parks are not necessary like nature.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
Um,
Yeah, you get the points
it's
when
not the
nature is
same, right? It's
bundled.
not a wild forest.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, park, you can.
Better than nothing.
Yeah, once I got someone telling me that we were in the city doing some kind, even in the city there is energy. This person told me, and I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
dude, are you sure there is energy in the city? Maybe from an ancient city you can have, energy from the historical places, but not in the city with buildings. No, not even in a park. Not even if you have, a building and the sea. No,
yeah.
it has
It's
to be.
not the same.
Yeah, it has to be silence that allows you to have the connection. I mean,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
and, and when I mean when you practice your own spirituality, there's a because of course nature is the word, the earth entirely. Do you have a specific way that you have for connect or grounding yourself? Maybe when you feel a little bit lost or to recharge yourself.
Yeah, when I like really feel lost, then I really try to go outside into real nature. I walk barefoot, I also touch the ground, I touch trees.
Yeah,
Like that's really grounding to me.
yeah,
Like just the
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 beauty.
energy is so different, like the
Yeah,
beautiful energy, the wind, like it's so different.
yeah,
So yeah, try to do when it's like just in my daily life, I mean then I go to the park and I walk barefoot there. It's not the same, but it's better than nothing. And
exactly.
also like in my apartment, for me it's really important to
Yeah,
be surrounded by plants, by natural materials. Like I really try to buy all my furniture,
yeah,
like just natural material.
yeah,
Important to me. I want to be surrounded by stones and
yeah.
wood and just natural
I
materials.
can
Yeah.
see.
And what I,
Yeah, I can
yeah,
see it.
like
It's
it's
really,
changes the energy in your
yeah,
body. That's different than plastic.
yeah, and I think like
Yeah, and what I usually,
yeah, 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 yeah,
yeah, and what I usually do is like lots of meditation, of course. That's what's really grounding to me. Breath work, also yoga,
it's important
like just being very
in the moment.
intentional in the present moment. That's also
Exactly,
something that really grounds me.
exactly. And I notice all the time that people don't know how to breathe. They don't know how.
Oh God,
If you
yeah.
say to them, just try a simple breathing, even like with stomach, just they feel confused, just and then they maybe start to go in panic, like, oh my god, I can't breathe, because it changes so much. Maybe because for you and me it's such a normal thing now, just breathing like in this way of count. That's why it's not work like but practitioner like breath working, it's really important to people to learn, because without breath
Oh,
working you can't even do meditation, you can do yoga, you can't even live probably.
yeah, it really starts with the breath,
Yeah,
everything.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Also the capability of calming down. And I like what you say about your own home, because something that is really important is that people they don't give the right value to their home as a nest, let's say, as a sacred place where you can actually feel the energy like a temple.
exactly.
That's important. Thank you for saying
Like
that.
yeah, that's my sacred place. Like
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
and yeah.
Yeah, and of course, another
Mm.
another beautiful things that I read about you is that I think you are a doula, and I want to talk about this beautiful journey because it's not common that I met a musician that is a doula.
Yeah. Oh, that's actually interesting because I'm not a doula.
Okay,
Just I love the analogy about
okay.
art doula. Like I consider myself as an art doula. I
Oh,
love,
okay. I
I
love this
honestly
concept.
like to me,
Okay.
yeah, to me like I just love birth. To me, birth, that's something so like primal and raw
Yeah,
and such a beautiful human process. To me, it's also such a feminine thing that belongs to us women. To me,
exactly.
that's so just so beautiful. And to me, that's exactly how writing music feels,
Yeah.
like giving birth. And also, I'm also helping other people write music. And so, art doula, I'm helping other people birthing their music.
Yeah, that's
Just
a
love the anal.
yeah, and that's also like you're saying that you're helping other musicians, other people to can be music, can be art because you're also in digital.
Yeah,
You're also you mentioned that you're also in the art, so in the visual art. So I mean that's a whole war, a whole package. Cleo has said the whole
yeah.
package. So in the art, like art wise, how is your way of expressing yourself better? Maybe I don't know. You prefer like a video, let's say video making,
Hmm.
or I don't know, painting. It could be a
Yeah,
drawing.
yeah. It's honestly all of it. I love everything. I'm painting. I love, like, I do everything myself. To me, like, visuals and music are kind of, of course, music is more
Okay.
like the visual part or the visual aspect of like a music project really kind of like you get to tell a visual story. Like
Yeah.
it almost strengthens the music
The
in a
bond.
way. And it opens your music and your mind up to people. It makes it visually, and I love that aspect about it. And to me, I I love kind of curating these worlds, like building these
Yeah.
worlds. I love it so much. So that's why I love custom work. Like I really love to build my own costumes or wigs or
Wow.
video. I do all the videos by myself. And
That's beautiful. But you do only
yeah,
also for yourself, or you also work with other, I don't know, artists? Could be.
right now I'm doing everything by myself. Yeah. I have help like filming the videos, obviously.
Of course, but so it's. I mean, it's
But
so all the energy are yours, most of them. All let's say 99%. But it's and even your own costume. It's we give so many things for granted, and people they don't know what is behind. Like since creating just lyrics,
yeah.
and melody, and then creating everything, and then the day life of it. So that's important. That's why I think also with your music, which is a really, and I always want also to underline it, it's healing and can bring you to
Mm.
more in depth, even a knowing of yourself more in depth, and to face, which is really important, your own thoughts, because people are so afraid of thoughts that they always find a way to escape. So never live in the present moment, and that's when
Yeah.
they lost the contact with
Yeah.
with nature, and they can live, for example, in silence. I think if
Yeah.
you and me are in a room in silence, we are okay. If we put other two people in the room in silence,
Totally fine.
they
Yeah.
can't stand with their own thoughts because people need a
Yeah.
distraction. But that's what music is for,
Yeah.
to teach them how to know their thoughts. And of course, your first because I saw that you released a different single and then you released Instinct, which collect all these singles as a first
Yeah,
album, or is it just an EP?
it's
But
an EP, yeah.
now you're working with an album, Earth Mother, or is just also
Yeah.
so you're working with a big project now?
Yes.
Okay, so of course I'm speaking about Instinct because it was the beginning. It was the beginning. How did you felt by writing
Yeah.
it, and what is what you wanted to send and say to the people out there?
It's to me, this and was so interesting because
Yeah.
basically these songs are the first songs I've ever written in my life.
Okay.
Like it's basically my demos. Like I learned while doing it, kind of. So to me,
It's
it
just
felt
like a
more so like
yeah,
to me when I like now in hindsight, I can say that it really felt like my inner child just
came out. Yeah.
playing, not just playing. It was like because for me, like I grew up not having to do anything with I don't play an instrument. I know about music theory.
Yeah.
And then I kind of was in that music scene where it was mostly male dominated. And to me, like I never really thought that I could write music myself. So Instinct, this album is about me getting empowered and getting this, yeah, this power back to myself. It's more like because it was like always so intertwined with this male dominated
Yeah. That the world of music is that. Yeah. Of
instinct is yeah, it's like an empowerment to all the women to trust their instincts and
yeah.
go for it.
Yeah.
That's what I did with like this EP. It's like that's why it's called Instinct.
Yeah.
You don't need to play an instrument. You don't need to know anything about music theory.
No.
Like I did write these songs just out of pure instinct. I sat there, I was in flow mode, and to me it felt like channeling. Like I
Oh,
channeled something from
yeah.
source.
Yeah, no, you did.
Yeah.
You sure you did because I know what does it mean when you have to, because we as a women we got lost with our feminine energy because sometimes in a world where is the world it's literally male dominated, we have this masculine energy
Yeah.
sometimes going too much, and then maybe there is the opposite. The feminine energy goes too much. You don't have the balance, and that balance is
Yeah,
when you
yeah,
can find
absolutely.
yourself, trust in your gut. So that's
Yeah.
it could be an album really like important to especially the young women that they get lost. Maybe they
Mm.
that when they should listen their own instinct. Like you moved to you went to Seoul and then you start to write. That's an example. So it can
Yeah,
work.
absolutely.
It can work. And of course, moving to Earth Mother, which is the name is literally everything. The name is I mean, Earth Mother is
Mm.
just is a there is I think no belief bigger than the Earth itself. It's what give us life and
Mm.
take it away. So it's what represent for you Earth Mother and. What about this? At least the single, and then maybe something about the album because we don't want to spoil all. Otherwise, what do we speak later when the album is out?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Earth Mother is like to me it's a very, very, very special song. And it was very clear that it's going to be the first release of this album. Um, Also just a very gut instinct decision. It was very clear, oh, it has to be Earth Mother.
Okay.
And to me it's to me it's really just a love letter to Earth.
Yeah.
What it is. It's like a love letter to Earth. It's all my feelings, all my emotions, everything that really inspires me. me and motivates me to make music is packed into that song.
That's
And ultimately, we are not separate from nature. Like we are.
exactly. We are part of it. That's why when we are barefoot
Yeah.
in the soil, not on in the soil or in
Yeah.
the grass, we feel that the need.
Yeah.
I was in the nature yesterday, touching the tree, touching the soil, and a friend of mine was almost, like you're not understanding that much. While I want to feel the water, icy water of the stream in my hand or the soil on my feet. That's an instinct too that we are. It's a call from the nature itself. So,
Yeah.
and about all the album Mother Earth, what can we expect for the album? That, of course, what you can say by now, of course.
Yeah. So first of all, I'm not sure if I wanna call the album Earth Mother.
Okay,
I'm not sure about that. I'm still having at least two other titles, and it's
okay.
still again, I will decide in the end. I will just go with my instincts
I
again.
can.
Um, it always works good. It really works out good
It's
that way.
important. Trust your gut.
Um, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The album will have 11 songs on it.
Okay.
And Earth Mother was one of them. I just finished two more. Will like one of them I will release now in March, and
Okay.
then the other one maybe somewhere in spring. Yeah.
Okay. So it's
And
gonna
then I will try to
be
finish. Yeah, and then I will try to finish the album this year. I'm not sure if I will be able to release it this year,
okay.
but I mean, that's at least the goal. But obviously,
I mean,
sometimes it takes longer.
yeah, but of course,
Yeah.
just releasing song by song, you are giving, let's say, also a taste
Yeah.
what the album could be. But I think as a theme, I don't want to say like lyric wise, is always going to be an old letters to the nature itself, to the Mother Earth, and the
Yeah. It
spiritual.
will definitely,
Okay,
main theme will definitely be like nature and our roots and
yeah.
origins and everything that's human. Yeah. So that's the
Yeah.
entire theme of the album.
Yeah, and of course, also I hope that you're gonna release it also physically, because can just listening to the album in a vinyl is gonna, because you are the expert in the visual art. So of course I think you're gonna do some. You're planning to release the single with a music video too.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
so
already like I filmed the
okay,
first part of it in January, but it was so cold. It was so cold that I was like, maybe I will wait a little longer.
maybe in the spring if it's a little bit too cold. I don't want to freeze. Yeah, but that's the thing about doing a music video in winter, when it's especially living in a, if we were in South America, it wouldn't be a problem by now, but we are not.
Yeah.
Of course, always about the visual art, and art is important also because many times it's connected with spirituality also. Did you ever had, I don't
Yeah.
know, someone that was I don't know, your biggest influences in the art visual, in the aspect of the realm of the arts?
Hmm, I think I'm like not one specific person. I mean, there are some persons like, of course, Björk,
Yeah,
she's like very interesting and
yeah,
she's just so different and has a very, very clear artistic identity. Like very, you just when you
yeah,
see it, you know her, or when you
yeah,
hear it, you know her. Yeah, or same with like FKA Twigs. Like I really, really love her, like her entire art, her dance. Yeah, I think those people really inspire me when it's about musicians, but also I'm really inspired by, oh my God, so much. I love architecture.
oh, that's
Like
beautiful.
I'm really inspired by architecture. Um, I'm inspired by art movements, like for example, Bauhaus also really inspires me, which is interesting because to me, Bauhaus is kinda not against nature, but it kinda collides with nature.
Yeah.
It's really interesting, but I kinda like the contrast. Um,
Yeah, it's cool. Because it's a and I like
yeah,
that you
there's
see the culture behind you, because you're not only giving to the people, like music and music video, and let's say what people more
yeah.
in in the superficial world would say the vibe. You are giving literally a healing tool, let's say, a healing journey, a healing tool, and especially like what
Mm.
I'm gonna say all the time, it's like literally, if you don't know how to approach to the nature or to approach to the spiritual world, it's your music, it's a perfect way to start just listening to it. You are showing that there is even in art and architecture, there could be spirituality, like or a connection with nature. That's the beauty of it. And of course, and music wise, if we want to be more picky, growing up, which were like your biggest, I don't know, singer. I don't care about the genre, it could be pop, rap, I don't care, it could be even the folk. I mean, we all had our skeleton in the closet.
Yeah. Okay, let's think. Um, I think definitely like let's when I start like in the more poppier realm, it was definitely Kate Bush, definitely. Also Björk, Kate Bush, Björk. Also Lana Del Rey was a really, really big influence, especially as a teenager. Like I really loved her. London Grammar, FK Twigs, of course. Um, then there's this one person which I love everything he did. He's called Talos. Very, very beautiful, atmospheric music. Nine Inch Nails, of
Of course.
course. I love everything they everything. Um, then I'm a big, 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 big fan of Alcest.
Their music is
Very
unbelievable.
beautiful
Yeah.
and yeah, the music is so magical to me.
Yeah, you can literally get lost
Yeah.
in sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
amazing.
then back
Yeah,
to teenage years, I was really into the
yeah.
pagan music like Enziferum and Sintrol, like the
And
pagan music back then.
found, we have a lot. Bardruna by now, which is not pagan, it's folk, it's a northern folk. There are so many in in this world that I don't know where to listen first. I mean, I think now, like musician,
Yeah.
like for example, I mean, there's even a festival in Norway that I think, the Midgårdsblot Festival, which is all about that. And you would
Ah,
fit
yeah.
perfectly in that. You would fit perfectly in Midgårdsblot, because it's all about folk music, and it's all about nature and the ritualistic
Yeah.
aspect of it. And yeah, when I would like to go this summer, but because I want to see perform, I don't know, Sovulo, Nitland, all these people that are, but also see the people, because everything is about nature and connection. And uh, and there is also a musician
True.
that I think you would love her. Her name is Runa Hild. She worked a lot with the feminine
I think
energy.
I know her name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Katiran from yeah, Katiran, she's amazing too. They have this beautiful feminine energy with they work with. And I think you I mean, if you talk to them, I think you can do some, I don't know, collaboration live show. It would be amazing, because the
I would love that.
healing,
Yeah.
literally, you can do therapy session, literally. Because like I said, you're not you said like Artizula, like being your music, like say even as a genre, for example, like calling it like that. But did you ever think about using your music as a therapy, like because that's really help, like being a therapist as a, or do something like that, because everything that's connected surrounding you, it's healing.
Actually, yes. Like whenever I write music. That's like the intention behind everything.
Yeah.
Like when I started with my first songs, like my intention was I want to make music that gives people the feeling of everything is okay. Everything is okay.
Uh,
Because I had bad, bad, bad panic attacks back
oh,
then.
welcome to the
And
community.
I like to me, music was the only thing that really helped me go back into normal life, kind of helped me to go back into supermarkets, like
Yeah,
simple things like that.
yeah,
And yeah, that was the intention behind it. Like, I really want people, when they listen to my music, to feel, okay, I can do this.
yeah.
I'm equipped to do this. I can live. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. And it's important to mention panic attack because people sometimes they always just are ashamed, feel they have a problem, which is not a problem, is the society. Because if we all live in nature,
Oh,
if we all live literally in nature, we there are no panic attacks, literally. And I think
yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
because I mean, if we go in nature,
yeah,
we are. I mean, I understand that, and of course, you're all. Did you have some?
yeah.
I mean, you have also to release the album, but did you think already about some live show that maybe you would like to do in the future? You talk about that.
Not yet.
Okay,
was I was thinking about because I'm still trying to figure out
yeah,
like how I wanna do it because I would love to do it with like musicians, other musicians. I would need a band, but I'm still in the process right now to figuring everything out. But it's
what's
definitely something that
yeah.
I would love to do.
And of course, I will. I mean, if you need someone, I'm here. Don't worry. The
Okay.
distance is not a problem. I took plane. My distance is not a problem. So I mean, see, so just a plane, and we're gonna rehearse in the nature, whatever you want to see. You want the sea, you want the beach, you want the mountain. Doesn't matter. You want the stream, and we're gonna record an album.
I will come back to you.
Me too. This is not. This is the beginning of a project. No one knows. So, before Zoom cut us, Cleo, it was really a pleasure knowing you and meeting you. And thank you for just always brings, and also brings this beautiful reality that being in contact with nature and feeling the grass, touching the soil, and the grounding is literally the most important thing that every human should do because that's what brings. And I wish that all more people in the earth would have your mindset because that's what make feel like I'm not crazy. There's like there are people like me. That's what I mean. That's and when in an interview you're able to talk about
Mm.
spirituality and able to talk about music and arts. That's where you can have exchange of energies. So and your energy is so pure and so fresh. So thank you so much, Cleo. It was a really pleasure meeting you. And as soon as the album and the new single is out, we come back because I think there's way more to talk about.
I would love that so, so, so much.
Me
Yeah, and
too.
thank you. Thank you for your beautiful energy. It was like
Thank you.
really so much fun. It was so much fun
It was
because usually I'm not some like I'm usually like I'm so nervous and afraid because I like to hide behind my computer and write music. And like it really helps when there's someone that has like this beautiful energy. So thank
thank you
you.
so much. It was thank you to both of us. We create a new music project that no one knows or a spiritual project. We have to figure it out what.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Cleo. And let's stay in touch just for everything.
Yeah.
Just a big hug
Yeah.
and so that the first time you have got a chance to run in the wild nature. That's where we belong.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, absolutely.
like the book said, women who run with the wolf. We belong to that
Oh,
place. I love
yeah.
that book too.
Yeah.
I read it all
Yeah.
the time.
Here,
I
my
have
favorite
actually
book.
met you. It's my favorite book. I have a tattoo about the book too.
Oh my God, I love it.
Yeah, that's my. I mean, what she says is the truth. That's what when I feel lost, I read the book and I come back.
Absolutely.
So okay, okay. Are you be sure that we maybe don't share some parents? Maybe we're separated at birth somehow. I don't know. So, okay, so thank you so much.
Oh.
It was a real pleasure. And
Oh,
let's
thank
talk
you.
about even the book, wherever, in a private chat.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. And
yeah. Let's stay in contact. Yeah.
yeah, of course. Bye, Cleo.
Yeah. Bye bye.